not bother running.
And I thought man things. Whoever trained you did a damn good job. Let's do it!
Leave some for the rest of us.
Whew. That was a rough fight.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass-produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
Back to the sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
You know, there are a surprising number of vampires in New York. A lot of them are cabbies. Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This plague of vampires put stress on the whole team. We supported each other.
You are too kind. I'm glad I found such a welcoming family of heroes. And about that, Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the Sunlight Serum.
We?
Oh, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
If a cure is possible, you should continue to look for it. If someone tries to exploit your research again, we will be here to stop them.
I was hoping you would feel that way. I can't wait to get back to work. After this business with Lilith is settled, of course. Thank you for your help, Hunter.
So I hear we kicked Dracula's undead butt? That's freaking awesome.
So vampires aren't immune to the sun anymore? Make up your minds, people.
Despite his setback, do not consider Dracula defeated. He has survived centuries for a reason.
I never doubted this outcome. Call me an idealist, but shining a light exposes the darkness for what it is.
I wish all. Every encounter with the new breed vampires raises more questions than it answers. What do Sin and Dracula get out of their unholy alliance? Why would Sin's Hydra troops help Dracula's cause? And what is their endgame?
I have a theory.
Go for it.
Whatever Sin and Dracula are planning, they are not alone in their schemes. And we'll soon encounter the one who is actually pulling the strings. It could be a sorcerer, a witch, or maybe a demon. Perhaps one who matches or surpasses Lilith's power.
I can do without a mystery villain. The roster of enemies is already stacking up. Whatever the actual reason, the outcome is always expand the power of new breed vampires. Let's focus on what we know. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
I do. Is the Sunlight Serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may have a different opinion.
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, I'm happy to run it down. But for now, Central is tracking all mention of the Sunlight Serum or anything like it. Unless it finds something, I think we're done here. Anything else on your mind?
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He certainly does.
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to know what's fact and fiction. I wonder if he had a hand in that.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later. Anything else?
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company.
For once, my failure.
Strange is not the slowest.
I must confess, the loss of the Sanctum Sanctorum has deeply affected my focus. For the first time in quite a while, I feel a sense of mourning. Sentimental, I know, but I cannot shake the sense that life as I know it has changed for the worse.
I am sorry for your loss.
I appreciate your attempt to console me, yet the Sanctum's absence remains. Tell me, Hunter, If Lilith's forces captured the Abbey, if they prevented your return home, what would you do?
I spent half of my life on the run. I do not need the Abbey to be the hunter.
But am I the Sorcerer Supreme without my Sanctum Sanctorum?
That is a question I cannot answer.
Thank you, Hunter. You leave me with much to consider. Let's endeavor to meet again soon. Our time together is always illuminating, Hunter. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed to be right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter. Our talk inspired me, Hunter. Thank you.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know, grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Are you bored? stretch every hour. Would you like a chair? Don't you have a world to save or something?
How's Charlie? Getting enough pets?
Do not worry, I give her as many as she wants.
Good. Gotta keep our canine friend happy.
You like dogs, but what about cats?
Not crazy about him. But Ebony is different from other cats. Ebony acts more like a person.
Ebony reminds me of Agatha.
Yeah, sure. I can see that.
We shared the same mentor and learned from her.
She's got so much personality for such a little thing. Black cats get a bad rap. Maybe I empathize. I don't know.
She is fierce and kind. I think you two are similar.
Just don't start dangling string in front of my face. Ebony's the best cat in the Abbey.
She is the only cat.
Exactly.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Ah, thanks, Hunter.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Got more coil for me? I'll make something great out of this. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. If you find more coil, send it my way.
No pain, no gain. We need any advantage we can get.
I feel stronger already.
Do your thing.
no magic, right? Now I see what all the fuss is.
See you soon.
We can't allow that helicopter to escape. Do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs.
Right here.
Don't waste time. We have to stop that helicopter.
They do not stand a chance.
You ain't good enough for me.
Maybe put some ice on that. You'll feel better. Should come in handy. Let me give you a boost.
No complaints here. easy.
This should help.
I would say that qualifies as amazing.
Stay down. I'm gonna rip you a new one.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
I'm on it. Here we go. Gotta be honest, you didn't leave me much choice.
You're not out of this yet.
I'm ready when you are.
Keep it up.
The advantage is mine.
Tyson Day.
Now that was something. Their time.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
You don't look so hot. We got some backup coming.
You're set on coming after me.
Don't want to get up.
You don't have to tell me twice. You know, you're pretty good at this.
launched.
Are they stronger than they look, at least? I'm impressed.
Nice move, bub.
You were too weak for this fight.
Should do the trick.
Ready?
Who needs practice?
Careful! I bruise easy! I'm not doing so great here. Sorry, but you had it coming. Don't tell anyone, but I forgot what the mission objective was. But I'm sure glad it seems like we accomplished it.
What you doing, Charlie?
You know, I've been thinking, Hunter, and have come to the conclusion that we need a theme song.
We do?
Yes. We're practically a two-person team here, and I think this is the natural next step in our friendship. So, you got a favorite genre of music we could put the tune to?
We need something that will let our enemies know who they are dealing with.
Like?
That metal music Nico and Magic like to listen to. It is dark and menacing and should strike terror into the hearts of our enemies.
I don't know, Hunter. I'm pretty sure I've heard some Lilin lieutenants blast heavy metal on one of those death marches. I don't think that's gonna frighten them. I was thinking more like, Hunter and Spider-Man! Hunter and Spider-Man! One is a hunter, the other Spider-Man! They are Hunter and Spider-Man! So, what do you think?
It is quite catchy, Peter. I certainly will not be able to get it out of my head for a great while.
Good, because that's the whole point. We want to be like that song Lilin and Hydra Forces can't get out of their heads no matter how hard they try.
Then you are succeeding.
Cool. I'll work on it some more then. In the meantime, I was wondering, what do you think about that other thing I asked you about?
What other thing?
Me joining the Midnight Suns. You said be the best I can be, and I'm all for that, but I'm too used to working alone. I want to fit in more with the Suns. Any pointers?
The one thing that all the Suns have in common is that we are not afraid to tread a little closer to our darker side.
I've been there once. It wasn't a good look, and no one should dance like that. But you know what? I can give it another go. Watch out, world. A slightly darker Spider-Man is here. One that doesn't change the toilet paper roll, or squeezes the toothpaste right in the middle of the tube. Okay, thanks for the solid advice as always, Hunter. Till next time.
I have a task that could, well, use your expertise. I do it myself, but my research takes priority.
Hey, Hunter. Look, I needed something. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Allow us to assist you.
Got any blueprints for us?
So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
I assume through some sort of elaborate computer-aided precision manufacturing process.
Well, that's how it is now, sure, but the very first one I hammered out with my own two hands.
Oh, that seems improbable. Hydra won't stand a chance.
Later.
I am indebted to you. I hydrate. Blood is mercy.
Time to take it to the next level.
Oh, I can already taste the blood.
Awesome. Let's see him try to handle me now. Ain't gonna go easy, bub.
We will pull our punches.
Did you forget we're friends?
As a fellow time-displaced person, perhaps there are some gaps we can help each other with.
Yes, I have a lot of cultural catching up to do.
I have time to field a question, and I'd like to hear about America before it was a country.
Are tavern songs and operas still the toast of the town?
I hate to break it to you, but opera wasn't too popular even in my day. A lot of music from your time became other things. Tavern songs went away with the invention of the jukebox, but parents sing Three Blind Mice to their children to get them to sleep.
They sing what? Three Blind Mice is not suitable for children. That is a grim song about the Queen executing Protestants.
I don't even think I knew that bit of trivia. I suspect the melody is easy to sing and is very catchy.
It is an earworm about wanton capital punishment.
Thankfully, kids don't really grasp that context. Adjusting to a new time is tricky.
We need a support group for people displaced in time.
We used to run one at Avengers Tower on the new moon of every month. I'm sure we'll get one set up again once we stop the prophecy. I'll save you a seat next to Miguel. He drops by from time to time. He's from the year 2099. Nice guy. We should spend some time together.
Hunter, got a big problem, not sure how to fix it.
Slow down, Peter. Tell me what happened.
Okay, Eddie left me a note. Real ominous stuff. Said he knows where to find the ultimate answer. Look, I've seen Venom in dark places before, but this? I'm worried he and the symbiote have hit a breaking point.
I will help you find him.
That's just it. I looked everywhere. Unless he crawled into the forge, he's not in the Abbey.
He's not in the Abbey.
Exactly my point.
He asked me to open a portal, so I did.
Where did you send him?
A church.
Where Venom and I fought in the bell tower?
Yes?
Hunter, that's where Venom was born. We have to go, right now.
All right, Peter. I will follow your lead. Ilyana, could you...
Open a portal. Fine. But no more piecemeal trips. You must all return together.
That's the hope.
You're going to the church where Venom was born?
Yeah. It's where I shed the suit when I learned of its destructive tendencies.
If the suit is dangerous, what makes it safe for Eddie?
What's going on, Ed?
Got to thinking. Mephisto said I would find what I seek where it all began. Gotta be here, right?
I guess this church is the place where I lose things, and you find them. Any luck?
Whole lot of nothing.
What's eating at you?
I caused a mountain to hurt. In the name of some... freaky demon lady?
Lilith. She controlled you, Eddie.
She didn't do all this. I did. Look around. I'm never gonna clean this mess up. Never gonna make any of this right.
You don't know that.
You know me. I screw everything up. Maybe I deserve this curse.
My Aunt May says the easiest way to let the darkness win is to do nothing.
Yeah, well, I don't have an Aunt May. All I get is this. Whole lot of watching someone else get to be the good guy. Must be nice. You okay, Parker?
I gotta say, something's setting my spidey sense off. Kinda jacked up to maximum overdrive here.
It's all about boundaries, Parker. Gotta put that thing on mute sometimes.
Maybe someday, but this is different. It feels like vampires. You got my back? I got yours.
Brothers in vamp slime. Let's do this.
You were onto something after all, Venom.
See, you both had the right instincts.
We are bound to this. Enough shallow attempts at bonding. We have work to do.
I can't believe my ears. Now he's the responsible one.
Focusing.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Take that! Oh, this should be... Looks like it's up to... Coming at you!
I am impressed.
Generous.
A week of seven.
Why would there be new breed vampires here of all places?
Mephisto toys with us.
Constantly attract the wrong kind of attention.
That's the life of a superhero.
This shall be of great help. They cannot possibly match your strength. You were too weak for this fight.
I'm on it.
Consider it done.
Can we interest you in hosting a symbiote?
Here we go again.
Now that was something. Hardly a scratch.
More Hydra coming in quick.
We must be close. There are more of them than ever.
Overwhelmed. Vampires before they transform.
We know how it works.
Easy, killer. She's just trying to help.
Should come in handy.
You shouldn't have tried us. You got off easy this time.
Might sting a little.
We are reluctantly impressed, Spider-Man.
Good work. But it won't get any easier where you're going.
After you, Eddie.
After us.
These catacombs are older than the church. Look, Hemolisks.
We are looking. Now could be eating.
This could be the source of the whole vampire infestation. Uh-oh, that's not a small entrance.
Infestation. Infestation.
Prince of Darkness?
Wait, you mean...
The father of death.
So to be clear...
The Impaler.
Humanity itself is the infestation. You insect.
Okay, first, arachnids aren't insects. Don't feel bad. It's a common misconception. Second, love the costume. Seriously, I dressed like you last Halloween.
That is no costume.
Crab. For a city teeming with heroes, I expected you much sooner.
I still can't believe we're talking to Dracula.
You didn't find me on your own. Who may I thank for this unwelcome intrusion? Mephisto! He is a special sort of coward, never meeting his adversaries face to face. Why muddy his own hands when he can soil yours instead?
Hey, Mephisto or not, we can't let you turn New York into Transylvania.
Then to the devil's implements I say, do your worst.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Try this on for size.
You renew me.
Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here. You're in trouble
I'll remember your face.
now. Not to brag, but I feel pretty good right now.
We can do this together.
You won't leave here alive.
Good. I think that's gonna leave a mark. Man, why do you have to be a bad guy? I have so many questions. Do you know Frankenstein? This monster?
Aren't you the inquisitive child? But what do they say? Plays the cat?
We told you that wasn't us.
You're supposed to be powerful.
We
some for the rest of us.
Take that! Good one!
You had your chance to escape. Your mother abandoned you. The advantage is mine.
Looks like it's up to me. Ooh, that really looked like it hurt.
Really your best?
Why are you really here? What could Mephisto hold over your heads?
He will free us from your bloodthirst.
And don't forget about Lilith's corruption.
The mother of demons has her claws in you. Now I understand your desperation.
Then you know what we must do. A quick bite.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Enough of this!
We've got this!
I am ready.
We are also ready.
1, 2,
3.
I understood that social cue.
My children, you think this stops my plans? Today, your only gain is an immortal enemy.
Much better. Now, could someone give us a lift out of here?
Another deal, then?
No!
No!
Yes! No?
Pity.
So, aside from the soul hoarding thing, what is the devil's beef with Dracula?
He broke his agreement. But I am pleased.
We are not!
You have made progress. I look forward to what comes next. Eddie can stay Eddie for now. Not to worry. I'll see the rest of you very soon.
Hard to believe you were once rivals. Today, I fought beside partners.
I guess you're right. It felt good working with you, Eddie. For the first time in forever, I didn't think the symbiote was preparing to devour one of my organs.
Yeah, we really sent Dracula packing, huh? And it's a relief to have Mephisto off my back.
You're a free man. What's the plan now?
Yeah, free.
Eddie? This is the part where you say, I'm gonna eat 2 pizzas and sleep for 11 hours. At least, that's what I'd do after a big battle. But knowing the old Parker luck, that's when I'd stumble into a battle with Doc Ock.
Eddie, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. And I will be fine. Completely free of Lilith's control. It almost doesn't feel real.
Do you want one of us to pinch you? Joking!
On account of this, Yahweh's anger flared against his people. He stretched out his hand against it and struck it. Mountains shook, and their corpses became like refuse in the middle of the streets. For all this, his anger did not turn. His hand was still stretched out. He will lift a signal to the nations from afar. He will whistle to one from the end of the earth, and there with speed quick it will come. There's none weary, there's none collapsing in it. It doesn't slumber, it doesn't sleep. The belt on its thighs doesn't come loose. The thong on its sandals doesn't break. Its arrows are sharpened, all its bows are drawn. Its horses' hooves are reckoned like flint. Its chariot wheels like a whirlwind. Its roar is like a cougar's. Its roars is like lions. It growls and seizes prey and carries it off, and there's no one to rescue. It will growl over it on that day, like the growling of the sea. One will look to the land, and there troublesome darkness. The light has gone dark with its thunderclouds. In the year King Uzziah died, I saw my Lord sitting on the throne, high and lofty, with his train filling the palace. Seraphs were standing above him. Each had 6 wings. With 2 it would cover its face. With 2 it would cover its feet. With 2 it will fly. One will call to another, Holy, 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 Yahweh armies. His splendor is the filling of the entire earth. The doorpost on the sill shook at the sound of the one who called, and the house filled with smoke. I said, Ah! For me, because I'm lost, because I'm someone polluted of lips, and I live in the midst of a people polluted of lips, because my eyes have seen the King, Yahweh armies. But one of the seraphs flew to me, in his hand a coal that he had taken with tongues from on the altar. He made it touch my mouth, and he said, There, this has touched your lips, and your waywardness will go away. Your offense will be exasperated. Then I heard my Lord's voice saying, I think I said that word wrong. Is it expiated? That sounds about right.
Expiate.
Yep, alright. There. So this is like a really cool vision. So his community is evil. There is blood on everyone's hands. And so he has a dream, and he's like transported into where Yahweh's throne is. And he's like, whoa, I am like so unholy to be in here. And instead of him being absolutely destroyed, they took the coal. So you know what a coal is, right? Like as you're cooking coal, like they took one of the coals that's in the temple, touched his lip, it's seared, and made him holy. There. And do you guys see there was a seraph in this dream? A seraphim? A six-winged angel. It has 2 wings covering its lips, 2 wings flying, and 2 wings, what was it, covering its body. And it was just saying, holy, holy. Here we go. Seraphim standing above him, each has 6 wings. With 2 it will cover its face, with 2 it will cover its feet. Oh, cover its feet. With 2 it will fly. That's an awesome image. Then I heard, we ready? Then I heard my Lord's voice saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go out for us? I said, Here I am, send me. He said, Go and say to this people, Keep on listening, but don't understand. Keep on looking, but don't acknowledge. Fatten this people's mind, make its ears heavy, smear its eyes, so that it doesn't see with its eyes and listen with its ears. And its mind understands and it turns, and there is healing for it. So I said, For how long, my Lord? He said, Until cities have crashed into ruins, so that there is no inhabitant, and houses so that there is no run. And the country crashes into ruins, a desolation. Yahweh will send the people away. Vast will be the abandonment in the midst of the country. When there is still a tenth in it, it will again be for grazing, like a terebinth tree or like an oak, of which there is a stump after its felling. Its stump is the holy seed. Do you know who's called the holy seed? Jesus. He did say it. He did say it. He did. I heard it. All right. Jesus, your holy and amazing. Thank you for the scripture just read. As we read the scholar's thoughts, may it illuminate what we just read. And again, call us to love and holiness. Amen. That's Robin. Hey, love. I'm in the middle of reading. Sorry. Oh, Logan's got it. No, Logan's got it. All right, I love you. Welcome. All right. A little while ago, I went to preach at a new church that is part of the emerging church movement, which started in Australia and the UK and spread to the United States. Its background is an awareness that the traditional churches are in deep trouble, an awareness that was obvious earlier in the UK and Australia's. That's an interesting word. Australia, how do you see that?
Australasia.
Australasia. The region that consists of Australia, New Zealand, New Guinea, and the neighboring islands of the Pacific Ocean. Okay. Interesting. That's the first I've heard that word. So it encapsulates all this region. Interesting. Okay, wait. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, it's fine. They're going to be going through the house, I think. Okay. Which started in Australasia and the UK and spread to the United States. Its background is an awareness that the traditional churches are in deep trouble, an awareness that was obvious earlier in the UK and Australasia, then the United States, and a disillusionment with the church's traditionalism and the distance that separated them from the wider culture. The service took place in a school hall rather than a church building and didn't have any of the set prayers that feature in many traditional churches, though neither does it aspire to be a megachurch. The people present were nearly all young adults. Another such church where I have preached and met in a theater. Eventually failed when its members started becoming not only married but parents. They didn't quite know how to be an emerging church for people with young families. I don't know whether the emerging church okay. Are you ready for me to continue reading, friends? Okay. I don't know whether the emerging church is a new shoot that promises new life for the church. If it is, it'll be a kind of fulfillment of the tiny promise at the end of Isaiah's vision of the Holy One. The promise expressed in those words, its stump is the holy seed. The words are admittedly a little enigmatic. They come as the conclusion of an enigmatic sentence or two. That's a new word for me too. I want to look up. Okay.
Enigmatic.
Oh, enigmatic.
Enigmatic.
Difficult to interpret and understand. Mysterious. That's a fun word. Sounds like a name of a video game. All right, you guys ready? The words are merely a little enigmatic. They come as a conclusion of an enigmatic sentence or two, but the implication of the closing part of this section is clear enough in the context. Isaiah's account of his vision opens 2 or 3 chapters that take the form of a story rather than bare reports of the content of his preaching. Okay, you guys ready for clincher? All right, this is about Isaiah. The book's arrangement is thus a little like the flow of a movie that begins in the middle of things, then takes you back to explain the background to what you have seen so far. What we have read so far is a summary of Isaiah's message as a whole, with its warnings. It's pointing out how warnings have been fulfilled and its promises. The first paragraph above has itself noted how judgment has fallen, but also how the judgment that has fallen won't be the final such judgment if people fail to heed its message. Imaginatively, it then pictures an imperial army such as Assyria or Babylon, coming from away to the north and east, frightening in its ruthless efficiency and rigor. Isaiah's account of his vision tells how he came to be declaiming this message. His vision came in the year that King Uzziah died after his long reign, when his son Jotham or his grandson Ahaz thus became sole king after reigning alongside Uzziah? I think it's Uzziah. Yes, it's Uzziah. Isaiah's failure to name... Alright, ready for clincher? Isaiah's failure to name the new king puts him in his place and draws attention to his focus on another king. He has a vision of the Lord on his throne. The word Lord comes often in English translation, but it usually represents God's actual name, Yahweh. Here, Isaiah uses the word Lord and does so 3 times, along with a description of him as king and as Yahweh armies. Huh? I mean, right now he's looking. I do it when we need to hone in our... Alright, here's the clincher. Here Isaiah uses the word Lord and does so 3 times, along with the description of him as king and as Yahweh armies. His vision thus emphasizes who is the real Lord and king. So you hear that? So it talks about like Isaiah's giving his message when there's this king in Judah. And then next thing you know, he sees a vision of the actual king and Lord, Yahweh. And wouldn't it be surprising if Isaiah had his vision in the temple? But if so, it becomes a vision of the king on his throne in his palace in the heavens. Hebrew has no special word for temple. It uses the regular words for house or palace. So palace comes in the first verse, because a temple is the heavenly king's dwelling. The seraphs are creatures. Are you guys ready to know what the seraphs are? The seraphs are creatures that combine some animal-like, some bird-like, and some human-like features. They cover their eyes so as not to look directly at the holy God. The reference to their covering their feet likely suggests demureness. Feet can be a euphemism for genitals. Their declaration of Yahweh's holiness links with the distinctive importance of this theme in Isaiah. While holiness can be attributed to other heavenly beings, the threefold declaration affirms that Yahweh's holiness is of an unequaled kind. So saying it 3 times. So especially in ancient texts, you know how we put exclamation points? To really make it like, I'm hot! They repeat it to put emphasis. So they declare his holiness 3 times. So that's like exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Holy is the Lord. Holy, like, holy, holy. Like, they're really emphasizing his holiness. Yep. Right. While holiness can be attributed to other heavenly beings, the threefold declaration affirms that Yahweh's holiness is of an unequaled kind. Yahweh is holy to the power of 3. The outward manifestation of that holiness is then the splendor that fills the earth as Yahweh shines out in blessing the world. Isaiah's problem, so remember when he says, I'm an unclean lips? This is his problem. Isaiah's problem, however, is that he is an impure human being living among an impure people. He cannot join in the seraph's praise. Perhaps his associating himself with his people defilement simply implies a recognition that as individuals we are inevitably implicated in the wrong done by the group we belong to. Family, church, city, nation. Or perhaps his vision compares with Paul's vision on the Damascus Road, which revolutionizes his self-understanding. Maybe up to this moment he has not realized how polluted Judah is and how polluted he is. But, so he just realized how polluted he is. He's like oil polluted. But God cleanses his lips by a sacramental action that will enable his lips to become a means of serving Yahweh. Whereas Yahweh specifically drafts Moses and Jeremiah, Isaiah responds to a need for volunteers. Yahweh's asking the question, not least with it's us, implies Yahweh is surrounded by his cabinets, with whom he consults when there are decisions to be taken. Isaiah is in a position to answer the question that Yahweh puts on the table for the cabinets. His volunteering is regularly where Christian reading of the story ends, which isn't surprising in light of what follows. Yahweh is looking for someone to declare judgment on this polluted people. The judgment will take the form of telling them they're never going to understand what God is saying to them and doing with them. Indeed, the aim of Isaiah's preaching is to bring about that incomprehension so that they won't repent and find healing. Not surprisingly, Isaiah is appalled. He will perhaps be regretting the way he volunteered without knowing what the commission will be. His question, for how long, is the question that reoccurs in the Psalms when someone protests about how long God intends to let some calamity continue. The answer makes things even worse until you reach that last phrase about the holy seed, which promises that the end won't be the end, a holy seed will survive. As a holy seed survives of the church in Europe and Australasia, and will survive in the United States. So ready for the last clincher? So on the surface, the story implies that judgment is inevitable. But Yahweh's aim in telling people what he intends to do is to provoke a response. It's always the aim of a message of judgment that it should make it possible for God not to implement it. Though that aim may fail and then prove that then the judgment will indeed happen. When Jesus quotes this passage in Mark 4 to provide the rationale for his speaking in parables, the same framework applies. So, when Yahweh announces judgment, it's always the hope of the message that people will repent. Judgment does not want to be shared. Like, that's why Yahweh says, I desire mercy, not sacrifice. Because he has abounding love to the 100th generation. All right, friends, we can start. That was a good read.
You must cover your eyes with your feet.
You would not believe your eyes.
You cover your feet with your eyes. How do you close this, Corey?
Just literally roll it down. There you go. Just pull. He went that way.
Oh.
Did you put it at main? Thank you. Oh, you're on it. Thank you. You're being a really good.
I just reset because I want to switch to Are you even in my server?
Just Dracula's.
Eddie, what is wrong?
We've been so busy, I haven't processed what I did under Lilith's control. Guess my sins are still catching up to me.
What can I do to make things easier?
Still, no one can. I've killed before. I can't pretend I'm above that. But I try to only take a life if it means I'm saving another. Lilith threw all that out the window.
You see your victims' faces when you sleep?
The worst of the faces I don't remember. I get flashes of memories, like corrupted videos on repeat. I see parts of what happened, but it's lost.
Hey, Mark, next time you get KO'd, can you take a huge swig of hydration? Thank you.
What do you remember?
Bits and pieces. I remember standing inside a house. Dark. Not sure how I got there, what I'm doing. The place is ransacked. In one corner is the body of a young woman. Arms twisted at odd angles. Face obscured by a shadow. Background. I hear a baby crying.
Then what happens?
Nothing. Had that one on food for days.
I am sorry, Eddie.
Don't sweat it, Hunter. This is my boulder to push. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Hey, don't worry too much about me. I'm gonna stick around and do what needs doing.
I know.
May have lost a step, but I promise you this. Lilith will regret she ever got into our hands.
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every plague he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's thrown everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Putting aside that you came face to face with actual Dracula, I did the math on how many potential vampires you destroyed in that Cumulus cut. That place could have generated half the city's police force per week. New York would turn into a feeding ground.
As Robbie would say, crashed it.
He might say something slightly different, but yeah, aside from dealing with the devil, I'd say we came out ahead.
I support Peter's choice. Somehow we beat the devil.
I doubt it happens often. Still, I have this feeling in the pit of my stomach. It doesn't feel like a clean win.
Yes, I know.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Anyone who has a thing for vampires hasn't actually met one.
Getting the urge to do some real journalism.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
I have a task that could use your expertise.
Привет, Hunter. I want to talk to you about Steve.
Uh-oh. What did he do?
Huh? Nothing. I actually like him.
Oh, Ileana, you are finally making friends and fitting in.
Don't make fun.
But an Avenger? Really?
Steve is different, alright?
So you admire his...
Take no BS attitude? Yes. He's one of the good ones. Just don't go around telling everyone.
You have my undivided attention. It's fortunate that we haven't run into you. This will greatly affect our research capabilities.
Got more coil for me? Brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient beings. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. Later.
You understand the loss that comes with waiting. Must be nice.
Forward to our destination.
Time's wasting, Hunter. I think we've got something for everyone. Let's do this.
this lightly, but nice work out there, Eddie. I hope you'll feel welcome amongst the Midnight Suns.
What do you mean, feel welcome? What have I been doing this whole time?
You've been probationary. Now you're a trusted ally.
Wow, that's great! Should I prepare a ceremony?
There is no ceremony, and we don't have badges.
Well, I can get a badge for the team?
I'm sure I can find you some markers and construction paper.
More like clay, so Tony can make a mold? I had some ideas. Maybe I can run them by you later.
I regret this.
Running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Here, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you two guesses, but you'll only need one. The big green one.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the stockpile, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, it's a little more exciting now.
Can you wait, Chart? Okay. Step back.
hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
If these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? I'm disappointed.
No trap. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd fight her.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it.
My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
There it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
Misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever get you that? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I feel stronger already. Hail that!
Here, take this.
I will return the favor when I can. There is no escape.
Your power comes from a delicate balance.
pointless endeavor.
Get me out of here!
Getting it done any way we know.
We will not fail.
Follow my lead! We're going to pay for that.
Another round of more bodies coming in.
From the rift, her blessed emerges.
I've got your back.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego. job done.
That's yours.
This shouldn't take long.
Forever in service.
We'll never remove it!
Stop, I'm taking names.
More lambs to the slaughter.
Soon they arrive.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie. You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet. Let's do it.
Not fall that easily.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Here we go. This should help a little.
your kids advice.
Appreciate it. It's your time. Your victims.
We will move as one.
We should be selling tickets for this.
Our ally requires aid.
They haven't had enough yet.
You think I'd want to make him proud? You don't know me at all, Bruce.
should be able to be done. Save. Alright, hey guys, we're at time. Call it a day.